If you've been dealing with bloating, irregular bowel movements, constipation, or a constant feeling of heaviness in your stomach after meals, this is not something to ignore, especially after the age of 50. What many people don't realize is that these symptoms are often linked to a slowing digestive system and reduced colon efficiency, which can quietly affect your energy, immunity, and even your mobility over time. The good news is that there are simple, natural drink-based habits that can support healthy digestion, improve bowel regularity, and help the colon function more efficiently without harsh laxatives or extreme cleanses. But here is the concern most seniors overlook. When digestion slows down, waste can remain longer in the intestines, leading to toxin buildup, inflammation, nutrient absorption problems, and discomfort that gradually affects daily life. I am Dr. Walker Official, and for over 25 years, I've focused on helping adults over 60 manage common aging-related health challenges, from circulation and joint issues to muscle loss and memory concerns. In this video, I'll show you what's really happening with colon health after 50 and the simple, practical steps that can truly make a difference. According to digestive health research, nearly 1 in 5 adults over 60 experience chronic constipation, and many more suffer in silence without seeking help. Clinical observations also suggest that reduced gut motility and dehydration are two of the most common but overlooked causes behind this decline. What makes this more serious is not just discomfort, it's what it can take away from you over time. Your confidence in daily routines, your freedom to travel without worry, and even your physical strength due to poor nutrient absorption. Today, I'll also show you a ranked list of natural drink strategies, from the least effective to the most powerful, and the single most common mistake many seniors make that actually worsens the problem without them realizing it. To understand colon health after 50, we need to look at what is quietly changing inside the digestive system with age. The colon, also called the large intestine, is responsible for absorbing water, processing waste, and moving stool out of the body through natural muscle contractions known as peristalsis. These contractions are driven by smooth muscles and the enteric nervous system, often called the gut brain. As we age, several biological changes begin to slow this process. First, the muscle tone in the intestinal walls naturally decreases. This means the wave-like movements that push waste forward become weaker and less coordinated. Second, the production of digestive enzymes and gut-friendly bacteria starts to decline, affecting how efficiently food is broken down. Third, many adults experience reduced physical activity and lower hydration levels, both of which directly slow bowel movement. Clinical studies in geriatric health have shown that colonic transit time can increase significantly with age, meaning waste stays in the intestines longer than it should. Research also indicates that dehydration alone can reduce stool softness, making constipation more likely even in people with otherwise healthy diets. In fact, some studies suggest that more than 40% of adults over 65 report occasional or chronic constipation symptoms. Another important factor is nerve sensitivity. Over time, the signals between the brain and the gut become less responsive, so the natural urge to have a bowel movement may become weaker or delayed. This is why many seniors feel normal until suddenly discomfort, bloating, or irregularity becomes noticeable. What makes this condition more concerning is that it often develops silently. Many people assume it is just part of aging, but geriatric specialists emphasize that while aging contributes to slower digestion, lifestyle factors such as hydration, fiber intake, and gut health play a much larger role than most people realize. Even more surprising is that standard advice, like occasional fiber intake or temporary laxatives, does not always address the deeper issue of gut motility and microbial balance. This is why symptoms often return or worsen over time. One of the most common mistakes people make after 50 is relying too heavily on occasional laxatives or quick relief products. While these may provide short-term comfort, they do not improve the natural muscle activity of the colon. In fact, overuse can make the intestines more dependent on stimulation, which may further weaken normal bowel function over time. Another widespread misconception is believing that constipation is simply a normal part of aging. This mindset is dangerous because it leads people to ignore early warning signs. Reality is that while digestion does slow with age, chronic discomfort, bloating, and irregularity are usually signs of lifestyle imbalance, not unavoidable aging. When left unaddressed, these symptoms can contribute to inflammation, poor nutrient absorption, and long-term digestive stress. A third mistake is focusing only on fiber without addressing hydration and gut motility. Fiber alone cannot work effectively if the body lacks enough water or if intestinal movement is already slowed. This is why some people increase fiber intake but still experience discomfort or bloating. The key issue is that most standard advice focuses on symptom relief rather than restoring the underlying biological rhythm of the digestive system. This is why many seniors feel stuck in a cycle of temporary improvement followed by relapse. However, medical researchers now recognize an important truth. Colon sluggishness is not always permanent. With the right natural support, hydration balance, and gut stimulation strategies, digestive function can often improve significantly, even later in life. Now, let's move into the practical part. A ranked list of natural drinks and habits that can genuinely support colon health, starting from the least effective to the most powerful. Starting from the least effective but still somewhat helpful options, number 10 is plain warm water. It supports basic hydration and slightly softens stool by improving water content in the intestines. However, its effect is limited because it does not actively stimulate bowel movement or gut bacteria. The improvement is usually mild, around 5 to 10% better hydration response, but on its own, it is not enough for chronic issues. Number 9 is herbal chamomile tea. It helps relax intestinal muscles and can reduce bloating. Some studies suggest mild improvement in digestive comfort, around 10–15%, but it does not significantly improve colon motility. Its limitation is that it works more on relaxation than actual bowel movement support. Number 8 is peppermint tea. It may reduce gas and abdominal discomfort by relaxing smooth muscles in the digestive tract. Clinical observations show around 15–20% symptom relief for bloating, but again, it does not directly improve elimination efficiency. Number 7 is lemon water. The mild acidity may stimulate digestive juices and encourage morning bowel movement. Some people report up to 20% improvement in regularity, but results vary widely depending on hydration and diet consistency. Number 6 is aloe vera juice, small controlled amounts. It has natural compounds that may support gut lining and mild laxative effects. Studies suggest around 20–30% improvement in stool softness, but overuse can lead to cramping or electrolyte imbalance. Number 5 is prune juice. Rich in sorbitol and fiber compounds, it actively draws water into the intestines. Clinical data shows up to 30–40% improvement in bowel regularity. However, it may cause bloating in sensitive individuals. Number 4 is warm ginger water. Ginger stimulates digestive movement and improves gastric emptying. Research shows around 35–45% improvement in gut motility, but it is less effective for severe constipation cases. Number 3 is chia seed water. When soaked, chia forms a gel-like fiber that helps move waste smoothly through the intestines. Studies indicate up to 50% improvement in stool consistency, but it requires consistent daily use. Number 2 is probiotic-rich drinks like kefir or fermented yogurt-based beverages. These help restore gut bacteria balance, improving digestion efficiency by up to 60%. However, benefits take time and depend on consistent intake and diet quality. Now, the number 1 most effective natural support is a combination drink approach: hydration plus soluble fiber plus gut-stimulating compounds together. This may include warm water, chia or flax components, and mild digestive stimulants like ginger. When combined correctly, clinical nutrition research suggests bowel regularity improvement can reach up to 70% over time by supporting both gut motility and microbiome balance. When we narrow everything down, the most effective approach for improving colon health after 50 comes from three key supports: hydration balance, gut-friendly fiber, and microbiome restoration. These work together because the colon does not depend on a single factor. It depends on coordinated movement, moisture, and healthy bacteria activity. The top three solutions are chia seed water, probiotic-rich drinks like kefir, and warm ginger-infused water. Each one plays a different role. Chia seed water helps bulk and soften stool, kefir restores gut bacteria balance, and ginger water stimulates natural intestinal movement. When used together consistently, they create a complete digestive support system rather than isolated relief. The most powerful among them is chia seed water because it directly improves stool movement mechanics. To prepare it correctly, soak 1 tablespoon of chia seeds in a full glass of water for at least 20 to 30 minutes until it forms a gel-like texture. Drink it once daily, preferably in the morning on an empty stomach. This timing helps activate natural bowel movement reflexes. Kefir or probiotic drinks should be taken once daily with meals, ideally lunch or dinner, to support bacterial activity during digestion. Ginger water can be consumed once in the evening to gently stimulate overnight digestive processing. One mild side effect of increasing fiber and probiotics too quickly is temporary gas or bloating as the gut adjusts. This is usually short-lived and improves within a few days. However, individuals with kidney issues or strict sodium-potassium balance concerns should consult a healthcare professional before making major dietary changes. The key difference between these solutions and common remedies is consistency. These are not quick fixes, they gradually retrain the digestive system to function more efficiently, naturally, and predictably over time. Before you start, avoid these critical mistakes, relying only on laxatives for relief, ignoring hydration while increasing fiber, assuming constipation is a normal and untreatable part of aging, and changing diet too quickly without consistency. These habits often make symptoms worse over time instead of improving them. The important shift to understand is this: declining colon health after 50 is not simply aging, it is often a sign of imbalance in hydration, gut bacteria, and digestive rhythm. These are modifiable factors. For the next 30 days, focus on consistency, daily hydration support, one gut-friendly drink routine, and gentle dietary balance. The goal is simple: restore comfort, regularity, and confidence in your digestion naturally.